Now we're going to be talking about, or I'm going to be talking about, Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, uh, and specifically the comics and the DC Direct, uh, DC Direct figure line. Now, Superman and Batman, Public Enemies comes out of the relaunch of, if you could call it a relaunch of World's Finest, which was a uh, old comic that teamed up Batman and Superman, and then Batman with other uh, guests, guest stars. And so this really sort of echoes back to the 60s team ups between Batman and Superman. And it's written by Jeff Loeb, and he's at this point in his career, he was coming off a very successful run of many different comics: Batman: The Long Halloween, Superman for All Seasons, Batman Hush. I mean, not to mention all the color books that he did at Marvel. You know, Hulk Gray, Spider-Man Blue, um, that sort of uh, all that sort of stuff. Often partnered with Tim Sale. Uh, so Public Enemies is the first 6 issues of his run, and Ed McGuinness is the artist, um, and his style is kind of a little bit more cartoony than some of the previous uh, Batman uh, artists. So anyway, in this, a kryptonite meteor is headed to Earth, and the U.S. government uh, finds this out, and Lex Luthor, who had been the president of the United States at that time for quite a few years, well, he puts the blame on Superman, and uh, everybody seems to buy it, and actually frames him for destruction and murder of Metallo. Uh, he didn't really do it, of course. He's Superman. What he does is he places a bounty on Superman, and Superman goes to Batman for help. And Batman, being the guy that he is, wanting justice, uh, helps out Superman, and of course they're friends, kind of. And that's really what this series is about: is the sort of respect and uh, friendship that Batman and Superman have built over the years. They've known each other as heroes and as Bruce Wayne and Clark, individuals. Uh, so, with the bounty on their head, all these heroes and villains start to go after them, and while they're trying simultaneously to find out why this meteor is coming to Earth and a way to stop it, because it's still coming to Earth, and it's gonna make things difficult for uh, life here. Um, so it's got some great fights in it. Uh, Great fight between uh, Superman, Batman, and Superman and Captain Marvel, and Batman and Hawkman. Uh, but it's not really as heady, or as, I don't want to say uh, meaty. Uh, there's not much meat there. It's just fun, uh, fun stuff, fun comic stuff. Just wacky kind of balls action, balls to the wall action, fights and thing. It's not really. It is not a long Halloween. Some people think it's on that level. I think it's just a silly and fun comic, especially these early issues. And this really is the best of his arc. The next arcs, he goes into why the meteor is here. It's actually Supergirl arriving to Earth. Then there's Absolute Power, which has to deal with them going through alternate timelines. And that gets really wacky and stuff. It's just an excuse to really draw like all these different versions of Batman and Superman. And then he goes into With a Vengeance, which is kind of a jab at Marvel and the Avengers and the Ultimates specifically. And that's it. And just recently, DC has done a DVD animated adaptation, which is all right. I mean, again, it's just fun. It's kind of stupid, mindless fun. It does feature the voices of Kevin Conroy and Tim Daly, and the two actors who portrayed the Batman and Superman in the animated series, there respectively, and also has Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor, and many other good voice actors, and even Chloe from Smallville. She does the voice for Power Girl, and it's very good. Check it out. There's also a good documentary if you get the double disc edition. Now there were quite a few series in the lines, with about 4 out of 7 Batman Superman lines being specifically based on Ed Miniganis' art in this first arc.